Welcome to the ADC Undisputed North East belt match, and we're starting off tonight with the first of our 5 money matches, which will be best of 11. We have throwing now Chesney, Graham Dennison from Washington in Newcastle upon Tyne, and he'll be taking on Middlesbrough's own Smalley, Carl Small, who's chucking up now. And Graham, before the match, won the Bulls, so we're starting off in this best 11 contest with Graham Dennison. This is going to be an absolute contest and a cracker. All the best to the lads. It's a good last start there from Graham Dennison. Both players will be thinking in the first couple of visits, they don't want to be starting off slow and sluggish. They want to, find their room as soon as possible. But Carl doesn't do it there. You need to find your room as soon as possible. If you don't, you're up a creek without a paddle. There's a good last start again from Graham Dennison. I'm going to have to start calling last start Dennison at this rate. Both players aged 39, but in my opinion, one of them looks older than the other, but I'm not going to say. I'll let these decide. But with Graham Dennison tonight, he is dedicating his game against Carl Small to 2 legends that have passed away in the previous year for Tyne and Wear County Darts. Good last start again. With Norman Scatman Purvis, a Tyne and Wear County player legend who sadly passed away this year. I send my condolences to the Purvis family and closest friends. And also Angela Kirkwood's mum, Pat Harris. I also send my condolences as well to Angela Kirkwood and the family. But so far you can see in this match Graham has found his rhythm straight away. Anything can happen. It might take time for Carl to step up, or with Graham it might be dipping off early then coming back to your previous form. Just wants to set himself up nice here. Nice little treble 20 will do, yeah. And he drifts a pure Bill Shankly into a single 5 segments. Carl should be all over that. Look at that first out, like a peach, like a plum. It's all the fruit. It's the first 1-8 of the night for Smalley. He put that 1-8 in small, deposited in the corner, like a prime Cristiano Ronaldo on a free kick for Real Madrid. Sublime score. Graham Dennison here, good position. Would love to find a treble 20 to leave tops after 18 darts, and he does not. Might be a bit of pressure, but Carl Small, a 1-4-6, a statement. He's not going to get the chance. He'd love to have a treble 20 last dart, and he does find that treble 20. So Graham possibly has a dart at a double here, but it's all about this first dart where it lies. That's a bit awkward for him. He has to move over. Gets on there. He's going to have 1 dart at tops of the first leg. And he finds it plumb centre on the bottom wire. Graham Dennison draws first blood against the boy from Borough. Holds the throw with 21. And Carl now, all he hopes is to hold back and not be broken. And with that first visit, it's looking like more of a possibility for Graham here to break. It's tight there from Graham Dennison. Well, Graham, as I've highlighted, he's 39 from Washington, nicknamed Chesney. To be honest, in my opinion, looks more like Chesney out of Coronation Street than he does himself. As he's throwing here, he's hoping just to equal that ton, but he's failing to come up a cropper, a Roy Cropper. Carl Small here, look at that rhythm, look at the concentration in his eyes. He's eager, he's hungry for this match, and look at those darts. It's a good visit. As the MC and referee of tonight's Room highlighted, Graham Dennison at the start, he is a Saltburn Open semi-finalist. He lost to Jeff Murray 5-0 in that contest. Carl Small as well got to the quarter-finals in the same year. but he lost out in the quarterfinals to Jeff Murray. So both have got a bit of common ground, but both are playing for one thing tonight, and it's bragging rights and that cash prize. But bragging rights will mean more to both these players. And with that visit, that puts a statement in the second leg for Chesney. Carlsmore needs to keep straight, and he doesn't. But luckily leaves himself a finish. But Graham here, with all of the lights in the background, he'll be hoping to cement this, put a statement in. And he fails to do so. So he's playing now the setup. And it's a bit of a slack dart there last from Graham Dennison. So Carlsmore's got 149. That's unlucky, that's just on top of the wire. It's a good second, putting 19s here as the play. And what a setup from Carl Smalley Small. Puts the pressure on Graham Dennison. Onto a 18s all day here, first start. Treble with a bonus. He has to go treble 20 now. He doesn't find it, so basically Carl's coming back now with 3 darts at double 6. And will he be able to hold? It's tight, it should follow there. Goes inside, he's going to have 1 dart at double 3 for the second leg, and he does hit it, Carl Small. It's back-to-back 21 darters in these first 2 legs for both players. I tell you what, so far it's looking like a good contest. We're in for a treat, people, we're in for a treat. Massive shout out as well to all the people that are watching. I appreciate you all supporting this night, and everyone in the venue, big up to yourselves. The support tonight is crazy for a lot of the players, and the mutual respect for any other players that are playing. It's great to see. Look at that from Carl Small. Good little treble visit there from him. As you can see on Graham's shirt, the 2 ribbons, as I highlighted, are the symbolising for the later bereavements for Norman Scatman Purvis, which is the gold one, and Pat Harris is the purple. So great respect there. I mean, you've got Carl Small there representing well the red ribbon of the late and great Andrew Kelly, AK-47. And I think if he was watching this match tonight, all he would have to say is, "You what? Love darts me." We're all missing you, Andy. It's a good second dart there from Smalley. Can he find another? And he doesn't do that. He drifts into the 1, but this is a very good leg from Carl Small. I think he's found his rhythm after that second leg with the double. What he'd give for find a treble here. And he does not, he fails to do so. Carl here just wants to set up. A single 20 will do, a treble will be a Brucey bonus, and he finds that Brucey bonus. The price is right for Smalley tonight in this third leg. But the pressure, what can he put on him? He needs to find that treble 20, it's begging for it, and it goes adrift. So Carl's going to have 6 darts here at 114 to hopefully close out and break the Dennison throw. It's a good switch, good thinking. And leaves himself 56 after 15, so he's put the pressure on Graham Dennison to see what he can apply in this third leg. Desperately needs a treble, and that's what you want. Another one of them would be handy. But he'll settle for that. It's a bit of pressure on Carl Small's 56, but will he take it out? Oh, he's gambled to go 20s. He's not happy with that. 51, he has to find that single now. He does, it's tops for the third leg. And he finds it. The roar of Smalley is not as small and emphatic as you want. Smalley breaks the Dennison throw. Look at the concentrate, look at the hunger, the fight, the tenacity in his eyes. It's euphoric. He's up for it now. And Graham looking quite sternly. It's not letting phased him, but with how he's playing at the moment, it's looking like it's going in that direction. It's a good first start from Carl Small. That's an unlucky last start there. So unlucky there from Graham Dennison, only a steady 60 for his troubles. It's a good second dart. This is some emphatic scoring from Carl Small since the abysmal start in the first leg. And this is what you want when you I think with a lot of players these days, it takes a couple of legs just to find their rhythm, but the minute they find their rhythm, they're like a musician. The flow, the tempo is just so precise and you can't knock it. Treble visits Carl Small, it'll take them all night to the bank. But the question is, will he be able to deposit a win at the Middlebeck? He's looking poised for this leg. He's going to have at least 6 darts here for 134. He might only need 3. He went cheeky, double top for 134, and he's dragged it. He had me jumping for joy, but I've been sat back down humbly. Carl Small tried to play the show, but he got cancelled last second. But what can Graham do here? He needs at least a 140, and it's just all the time sitting on that top wire. And he gets a consolation of a ton, but I don't think it'll help in this fourth leg. It's double 5. He might bust it or split. He went for it. He'll probably be busting now. Oh, he hasn't. To be honest, it's quite safe play for Carl there. I know Graham's not on a finish, but you may want to bust, you may not want to. But with Carl, he just thinks, you know what, leave myself a handy double. I'm confident to hit this double 2. But will it come up here? Needs to go. Good marker. It's high. Can't go too high. And he's left double 1. He's madhouse. He's crazy. Graham's thinking, right, come on. Either leave myself nice or make a name for yourself. What's it going to be, Graham Dennison? He's picking the poison. It's 93 left. Treble 19. He's checking with Simon Remington, and he agrees with 93, treble 19, and he just goes on top. And that puts the pressure on Carl Small. Madhouse, are you crazy enough, Carl Small? Is he crazy enough? He is crazy. He's nuts. He's absolutely psychopathic. Carl Small puts the Madhouse to bed to hold in the fourth leg. It's looking like all in the favour of Carl Small in these early embers of this encounter. It's a good last start again from Graham. And Carl replies back swiftly with the same response. That's unlucky there from Graham Dennison. If I had a co-commentator at this point, I'd be asking, would you think it's mid-match nerves for Graham Dennison with these slippy darts, and the same with Carl Small, but I'm only by myself. So my opinion is, I feel like it's going in that way of, if you can't find that treble, it's either going to be a nice slip, an awkward snatch, or a bad placement into the 105. But there's, he's shutting me up, Carl Small here. And what a visit from Carl Small. The crowd goes wild and in hysterics. Look, it's Graham Dennison. Can't find that second, but he'd be happy for a third. And he does. Puts that 114 to shame. You can see Gary Kirkwood there. And quite a few of the Newcastle lot supporting Graham here in the corner, giving him a good old jeer and a good old cheer. And Carl, as he's from Middlesbrough and we're in a Middlesbrough venue, he's got the majority of the support as they want the homegrown to grow and prosper in this contest. Got 66 left. And he sets himself up, but Graham's got 108. What's your poison, Graham? Are you looking at 20s? Are you looking at 18s? Pick your poison. Shanghai's on 18s. Treble 18. He finds it. It's double 18 for 3-2. And he does find it. And it's a sell it. Oh, look at that. Gary in the background. He's like a newborn puppy seeing the light of day for the first time. Graham gave the same roar, that passion, as this match, as I've highlighted, means a lot to him. But it means a lot to both players, I have to highlight. Both have got a lot on the line, both have got pride, integrity, and they all want that certain bragging right of saying, I won the first match at the ADC Undisputed Northeast. I always tend to think as well, it's hard playing first game because you have to warm the crowd up and play to the best you can. Look at that last dart there from Carl Small, but you play to the best you can, but it's never the case. You'll always start off a bit flat or be of the term flash in the pan. You'll sparkle for a bit, you'll sizzle, but then you'll burn out. But for some people, they go in and they play absolutely mustard. And Carl Small here in his 6th leg is doing that. Leaving Graham Dennison on the highway to walk in this darting escapade. And Graham just cannot find that mojo from hitting that 108. Treble 20 would be nice here. And he does not capitalise on the mistake of the man from Washington. It's only a steady visit there from Graham Dennison. Carl here just keeps straight and he'll leave himself on a finish. 194. Just stay straight, don't attack it. And that's the safe play to play. Because Graham needs here at least a minimum of a 140 just to leave himself handy, but he won't be on a finish. And with these slack drops of barrel into the 1s and 5, it's really costing him in this mid segment of this best of 11 contest, and allows Carl Small to have 6 darts minimum at 154. And he probably needs the 6, but if he sets himself up for 56, he's thinking, I've got you, Graham. I've got you in that little pocket and you're not coming out. Needs a treble 20 here. He fails to do so. Will Graham be in the pocket of Smalley? And he goes double 18. It's a perfect marker. And it just goes inside. But he's coming back either way as Graham's not on a finish. But this is the time where you need to, in the words of Maximo Park, apply some pressure. That's what you don't want. He has to go down the 19s, I'd say. And he does, but hits the 7 and leaves them on the old bogey number and splits. Double 4. It's double 2. And he hits it. Last dot hero for Carl Smalley Small. And he goes 2 legs away to be crowned the first winner of tonight's money match. Graham here, he's looking flustered and flummoxed. He doesn't know what's hit him, but from the heavyweight blows of the Smalley Carl Small, he just cannot complain. If you're not applying the same response every time, someone's going to falter, and it has been Graham so far in this contest. Starting off steady here. Graham, what can he find in his locker? Finds a treble 20. Can he find another? He does so. He finds that ton plus topper. But here's Carl coming back. Can it be another 180? But he'll settle for that 140. It's even Stevens near enough in this 7th leg. And I tell you what, I'm jumping. I'm jumping for joy. I'm on my chair. I'm leant over. I'm in pure anticipation for this contest. Likewise for every single game tonight. But that visit there for Graham, he's not looking happy. And look at that from Carl Small. It's near enough every single leg apart from the first has been unbelievable first 9 scoring. That power scoring from Carl Small has just been emphatic. And as we do talk about Carl Small, he is using the 24-gram target darts. A very straight barrel. Good grip, quite aggressive. He is the 2023 ADC Vault Champion qualifier. I think he got beaten the last 2-5-6 in that contest. And also he's an ex-Cleveland County player. And also I think one of the biggest achievements for Carl Small in his darting career. Before I say that, what a visit from Graham Dennison. Put the pressure on 151. I'll hold on to that because we might have a ton plus here. It's treble 20. And he just goes inside. But leaves himself handy. But Graham here, he's already checked out 80. Can he do it again? Will lightning strike twice for Chesney? Oh, it nearly bust it. It's tops though for 4-3. And that is more close to Newcastle upon Tyne with that dart. Who's in the Tyne River. 2 darts for tops. To be 1 leg away. And he does so. Last dart here for Carl Small. The crowd is going wild. And Carl will have the darts in his 8th leg to hopefully close out this first contest of the night. But as I was highlighting there, one of the biggest achievements for Carl Small tonight is arguably winning the title of being number 1 in the Vault Series 4 North East. Finished first in the North East table. As he plays quite a lot of vaults out of the Middlebeck, the Priory, and many other venues around the North East, especially in the Cleveland area. Good last dart there from Graham. With Carl, he's a very passionate player, and you can tell, look at the sternness in his eyes, the pure concentration. He's hungry. He's like an alpha lion trying to eye up the gazelle of Graham Dennison. He wants a bite. He wants his supper. And Graham is just, he doesn't feel comfortable. He doesn't look like he's feeling comfortable up there. It's just not going for Graham tonight. And Carl is just exploiting the mistakes of the man from Washington. And these visits, as I'm highlighting, his first 9 power scoring has been impeccable in this game. Graham needs to find those trebles. And opts to go 25 there. The old Pietzgro way of doing things in a match. But look at it from Smalley. Oh, he holds back. Might go on 25 here. He does not do that. And just goes on the other side of the treble 20 into the treble 5. Graham here, all he can do here is just hope, pray, cross his fingers and his toes to find trebles and hope that Carl Small falters on that final hurdle. He might switch here. He doesn't. He's angered, but he still leaves himself an achievable 148 after 15. And Graham lost away in the darting desert on 292. He needs to find these trebles ASAP, Rocky. And with that good last start, it puts a smidgen of pressure on Carl Small. Needs to find that treble 20 here just to leave himself nice, and he does not. He fails to do so. There's Robbie Dunn there. A little finger tap to the old cranium to Carl Small just to keep his composure, as he will be coming back for 105. But what pressure can Graham Dennison deliver? Not much. So Carl Small should have 6 darts here for the match. 105. 19s. He doesn't. Sign of nerves. 95 left. It's either treble 15 for bull, treble 90 for double 19. He tried to go that way and just plays the setup. But Graham here, this would be a statement. Graham, look, he's psyching himself up. He wants it. Deep breaths. He wants to do it. This would be an absolute barnstormer. Another one of them. And it's just on the top. 72 left from the man from Washington. He tried to pressure it. Leaves 57. But Carl, for the match, to be the first winner of tonight, he's got 2 darts at tops. Carl Small. He hits it. Carl Small is the first winner tonight of the ADC Undisputed Money Matches. And Carl Small is able to dispatch a dismal Graham Dennison in that fixture, but both played with heart, and it takes pure guts to get up on that stage. Carl Small with a mid-73 average and a 67 for Graham Dennison. That contrasting scoring from both players, but it is what it is. We'll be back to the next game in a couple of minutes. All the best. Wow, what a first game to start off tonight's money matches, with Carl Small coming out victorious against Graham Dennison. But now we move on to our second game of the night, where we have John Purdy, who's throwing now, playing against Raymond Marshall. And Ray has won the bull, so he gets that all-important advantage over John Purdy. That's a bad start there from Ray Marshall. A little story, and it's quite a fun story about Ray Marshall today. But before we say that, could have been on for a 9-darter, but no, had to spoil the party. But back onto the little story about Raymond Marshall today. Last night at darts, he left his darts last night on the bus. What a silly old goose. So, in this money match here, will it be next stop to £250 for Purdy, or will it be £250 in the pocket for Raymond Marshall? We'll just have to find out. So far, both players are starting off quite steadily. That's a good last start there from Purdy. Look at that from Ray Marshall. It doesn't matter what dart he uses. A workman never blames his tools and finds those 2 treble visits. A little bit about John Purdy, age 32, from the mighty Middlesbrough. Nickname, he hasn't got a nickname, but I call him McLovin. Doesn't like me saying it, but hey ho, what can you do? I'm in the commentary box, you're on the stage. But here, 170, he's not reeling in the big fish. But John Purdy leaves himself on a bogey number, so it's not really suitable for him in this game. With John Purdy, one of the biggest achievements, in my opinion, for him is the Isle of Man pairs runner-up with Luke the Nuke Littler, the startlet, lighting up the PDC at the moment. But yeah, treble 15, he doesn't hit it. Yeah, John Purdy, runner-up with Luke Littler in the Isle of Man pairs. But could he draw first blood in this contest against Raymond Marshall? It's tops. And he just goes inside. He's a massive outsider, John Purdy, against Ray Marshall. But so far in this game, he's holding his own case here. He's making a statement, but Ray Marshall disbands that shot at double that John Purdy had and didn't allow him to come back to the board. That's tight there from John Purdy. Tighter than my shoes on a Sunday morning for church. And it's a brilliant visit there from Raymond Marshall. Raymundo. A little bit about Ray Marshall. He's aged 52, nicknamed Biffer out of the Viz comics. I can't say some of the names because they're very raunchy and contain profanity. So if there's any kids watching, I'm not going to say that. One of my favourite characters from the series is Roger Melly, the presenter. Reminds me a bit of myself. Witty, raunchy, and very ugly. It's tight there from John Purdy. But with Ray Marshall as well, he's also playing for a special someone tonight. He's also playing for Pat Harris on the shirt. Norman Purvis has mean a lot to him as well, as I did with Graham Dennison. But also, massive shout out to Violet. Hope you're well from your baby boy, Ray Marshall. Hopefully, Violet, you're keeping well after your stroke, and hopefully you're on the mend as soon as possible. But coming back to the game here, Ray Marshall and John Purdy are training some brilliant blows. And look at that last dart switch from Ray Marshall. Puts the terrificness into that visit. But the switch there from Purdy. Unbelievable from McLovin. That was a super bad finish. But 1-4-4 for Ray Marshall. Switches, but doesn't come up to the right response. But John Purdy's going to have 3 darts at double 19, or will he switch? He feels confident. Double 16 for the second leg. It's double 8. And it's on the width of a wire. Purdy squanders 2 more darts for legs that should have been won. And Ray denies a chance for a bull opportunity. Leaves himself 51 left, putting 19s here. Or he goes for 11s, leaves it for tops. But John's coming back, 3 more darts, but double 8s. That's squandered. And that is snug in the corner of the double 8 bed. Put it in for a bedtime story, gave it a warm cup of milk, and it's nodded off. 1-1. We've got a game in our hands, ladies and gentlemen, and all the genders that are watching. A little bit more about John Purdy as well. He's also a Cleveland County player, but look at that. Oh, could have been a 180 to start off that third leg, but 140 would do you very nicely. Without John Purdy, he made his comeback to Cleveland County this year. And also at the 2023 ADC Vault Champions Finals, he lost in the last 64 to newly tour card holder Mr. Big Willie William Borland from Scotland, who eventually lost in the final to a valiant Neil Duffman, former WDF World Champion. But so far in this game, it's just one player that's playing well, one player's playing steady. But I think with the rhythm now from John Purdy, it's putting him in the right position. And look at this from Ray Marshall. Find it, Philip. And he couldn't fill it. 161. He's going to have 6 darts here, and that's what you didn't want after those first 9 darts. So perfect. But doesn't need to worry. He's himself 116. But what pressure can Raymondo find? Might just be a ton. It's only an 85. Still leaves him on a finish. Puts some pressure on John Purdy here. He's went on the 19s. The old Michael Smith. Leaves him 78. It's 18s. And drags it into the 4. But can Ray put his mask on? He cannot. But he might just put it back in his pocket for the mask, and it might come out after this visit if John doesn't take out the 74. 65, it's 15 or 25. He hits a 15, it's bullseye for the third leg. And it just goes in the 25. Now, as I say, 68 left, it's 13. And he misses a big number. This is costly for Ray Marshall. He's opened the door for John Purdy, saying, do you want to wipe your feet? Not yet. He's saying, do you want to wipe your feet? He says, okay, Ray, thank you very much. I'm coming in the door on double 2, opens up the opportunities and takes it at the last time of asking. With John Purdy tonight, he has been ousted as a massive outsider. And that doesn't touch there, it's unlucky from John Purdy, but he's been outed by the rookie bookie Harry Rowlands as a massive outsider for this contest. But he's making a statement for himself. He is saying, look, you may be the better player, Ray, on paper, but it's on the night, and I'm going to do all I can to stop your parade of winning this money match. And so far, he's making a good case for it. He wouldn't be a half-decent lawyer. But Ray here, he's struggling. Well, with him using new darts were the ones that he left on the bus. He's hoping that he can adapt them as quick as possible. He's had time. He's been at a comp today in Eston at the Mick Allen Memorial, where Rhys Robinson was able to defeat Charles Winsby in the final. Well done to Rhys Robinson on winning. And unfortunately, commiserations to Charles Winsby. But with Raymond Marshall, he's using some new darts as he left him on the bus, as I highlighted. It may be a bit hard for him to adjust. But he's a capable player. He's got that muscle memory. If he can adjust ever so well, he'd be laughing all the way to the bank. Purdy here, dragging into the 5. He needs to just keep him straight and look at that second dart. Superb adjustment, but couldn't find that second. But puts that pressure on Raymond Marshall here. And Ray is just struggling to keep up with Purdy in this 4th leg and gives Purdy 3 darts minimum at 133. He's found another one of them, will do him. But 90 left will keep him in that steadier position. Raymond, what have you got? Probably two singles here at a minimum, and he does. Leaves that big fish. It's swimming in the pond, but 90 for John Purdy. And he's not giving himself a chance at the bull because he doesn't think that Ray will take out the 170. But will he be able to prove him wrong? Will it be a massive boisterous bullying visit from Biffa? It might be. Oh, it's not. But that would have been a statement. That would have been boisterous. That would have been bullying Biffa. But tops. He knocks the 20 wire. He goes inside, double 10, fresh bed. And he goes sleeping on the couch. He can't get in that bed. He has to opt to something less comfortable. At 65, he's going to have 2 darts at tops for 2 all. And he's able to hit it. Biffa boisterously bombards the double 20 to stop John from going 2 legs adrift. It's a good last dart adjustment there from Raymond Marshall. Hopefully everyone's liking the commentary tonight. It means the massive world for all the support that I've been given, but it's not down to me. I've been doing this since it started at the Peter McManaman Memorial here at the Middlebeck back in September. It all goes down to my plaudits for Carl Combs for giving me the opportunity, and the major thanks for the maestro Robbie Parker, who does this all. If it wasn't for him, these live streams that wouldn't have been able to go ahead for the Teesside Dart Circuit. So massive appreciation to Robbie Parker. And a 180 for his troubles, he does not find so. But Robbie Parker, he's the main man. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have these live streams. I'm just the man with the voice. Not as good as the professionals, but I do my best. But with the good comments I get, it just makes me feel good. It makes me, give me purpose. But Ray here sets himself for 140 left, but he's not really challenged in this 5th leg from John Purdy. But he could put that to bed. Another one of them. Can we get a 12 of the finger? And not again. Doesn't allow himself the pressure that he would want for that 180. But Ray Marshall's got 140 left. Another one of them. Oh, it's ton topping. Double 10. He drifts on the wire. That is tight. Tighter than Carl Coleman's pockets on a night out in the town. And that's tight there from Purdy, but Ray's coming back. Double 10. And straight, precise in the bed. You can't get as perfect as that. And Raymond draws the blood of the red double 10 for the 5th leg in this best of 11 contest. But John replies back with a nice ton topping score. Like a highlight tonight, a lot of people haven't really given John Purdy as much credit as he does deserve. He's a very good player. He has highlighted it over continuous amounts. With John Purdy, he's one of those players, when he kicks on, he's hard to beat. Really is hard to beat when he kicks on. If he's not able to find it, it'll be a tough mountain to climb. With John Purdy, I've got to highlight this. His stats from the vault since it started in January 2023. 8-time vault champion. That's mental. That is chicken oriental. Not just that, he's a 12-time runner-up, a 23-time semi-finalist, and a 24-time quarter-finalist. He also finished second in the Series 4, where Carlswell pipped him for the first. He finished fourth in Series 3. He was number 1 at Series 2 at the Middlebeck. And it shows he's capable of doing these type of things. And he's showing in this match, he's given the experience of Raymond Marshall the game of his life. But with Ray Rat throwing now, glistened from the light of the shining head of his. Sets himself up nice, puts the pressure on John Purdy. But with Raymond Marshall's achievements, he's a serial winner around the North East. He is being a regular on the PDC in the Challenge Tours, making several last 32s. And he tried to gamble there with that double 20, but he found that treble 20 just to put that pressure on. But John Purdy's going to have one dart, possibly. It's at double 2 for 3-all, and he drags it inside. The opportunity has been squandered by McLovin. He's not loving the amount of doubles he's missing in this match. But it's double 5, and he goes inside. So John Purdy, I'm asking you, are you mad enough? Are you crazy for Madhouse? His answer is I'm crazy, I'm nutty, John Purdy, Madhouse, he's the first member, not just tonight, he's the second, but he's one of the committee in that Madhouse. What a last dart from John Purdy, puts this game now into a best of 5 prospect. But let me just go back to Raymond Marshall as well. I want to highlight his achievements, some of his big achievements around the North East over the past several years. He's a Cleveland Festival of Darts main event winner in 2022. Sorry, my apologies, runner-up. My apologies, winner. I'm looking at the wrong stats. He did defeat Diogo Portela of Brazil in the final, and this year's, or previous year in 2023, he lost in the semi-final to the eventual winner in Adam Hunt. My apologies, I was getting a bit too excited. I fumbled. But look at this, 180, no, 140. But other achievements from Raymond Marshall, he was able to win one 2023 Windmill Sky Lounge ranking at series events. But a 180 for McLovin. The crowd goes wild. The rookie bookie in the background applauding Purdy's 180. Look at him. He's like a kid in a candy shop. The smile is not escaping his provisional vision. Biffa as well is also a 3-time vault winner at the Constant Station Club. Concert, my apologies. But wow, on paper, both these players have achieved so much, but it's all on the night. And to be honest, they are rising to the occasion, both emphatically applying heavy hitting, treble scoring blows. But then little touches of the steady and slack visits, but they're human. They're not PDC level, they're human. Raymond here could find another treble 20, but he tries to go for that treble 8 and leave double 8. But John Purdy, 114. And that is not what you want there. He's got 90 left, looking at treble 18 here, and he fails to hit the treble 18. Leaves him 72, but 66 for Raymond Marshall. It's going to be double 16. And he fails to do so. But John Purdy, he's going to have another chance for possibly one dart at double 20. It's going to be a dart at double 20 for 4-3. And he's able to hit it. John Purdy, a clap of the hands. He takes the 7th leg from the mistakes of Biffa. He's 2 legs away from greatness. The bragging rights could be in his hands in the next 5 or so minutes. But it's all about what he does now from here. And it's an unbelievable switch and a good last dart. What can he do here? And he finds that last dart again at the trading blows, and you can't knock him for it. What a visit there from Ray Marshall. The respect that John Purdy has for Ray Marshall in this game has been meteoric. Both players have got a lot of respect for each other as well. So it's great to see that sportsmanship on the stage in one of the biggest games of both these players' lives. There's a good last start there from Purdy. It's a good last start again from Ray Marshall. When it comes to both players, I just want to say a lot. I just want to say a lot, but I want to try and keep it as short and sweet as possible. And what a visit there from John Purdy. Puts that pressure on Ray Marshall. Literally, I'm just lost for words. I'm watching an unbelievable game. And look at this here from Ray Marshall. 63 left. It's a bad switch, but he's trying to leave himself 9, which was a bit thingy, but I think he's trying to go for treble 13. Treble 20. And it's not going to be for John Purdy. And a bounce out leaves Ray Marshall looking at possibly 2 darts at double 20. And he does 2 darts at double 20 for 4 all. To take it to a best of 3, he does. This game is hotting up. The players will be feeling it now. Best of 3 in the favour of Ray Marshall, as he will have the advantage of throw. That's a good last start there from Ray Marshall. He's got that nail and he's just applying that into the treble 20, and he's waiting for that hammer to fall from the grasp to knock and chisel the scores in. And Purdy's doing the same. But will he be able to free himself from the desires of the temptation of Raymond Marshall with the scores, or will he be able to have the desire of the bragging rights of winning his contest at the ADC Undisputed Money matches? And with those bounce outs, you're not making yourself into that position. But Ray Marshall here, he's got quite a rapid throw, but with the elbow it quietly jaunts when he releases, because he's trying to make that switch to pick the darts out of his holding hand. Quite a posh throw as well, with his pinky up as well. It's like he's sipping tea at afternoon lunch. With Purdy, he stands quite far onto the hockey like a Stephen Bunting. He draws his darting arm up like a Mikuru Suzuki, and that release is just fluent, poetry in motion. And leaves himself 140 after 12 darts. Ray here doesn't leave a finish, so 6 darts here from John Purdy. And he'll need another visit. Just wants to set himself up. And he's left 90 again, but he's coming back. But what can Ray do for pressure? What a switch. Perfect switch. Pressure personified from Biffa. But what can Purdy do? Can he punish the pressure? It's double 15. It's awkward. Switches over. Double 15 for 5-4. And the chance to squander in from the lad from Middlesbrough. But 2 darts for Ray Marshall at double 16. To go 1 leg away. It's double 12. He hits it last dart from Biffa. Obliterates the mistakes of Purdy on the outer ring and goes 1 leg away. It's down to Purdy here. Can he hold? That's the case. And with that first start going high, he made a great recovery to adjust to find himself a ton score. And that will be music to the Purdy's ears. And look at that. Calm as you like. This is perfect from Purdy. Perfect Purdy. I'm going to start calling him now. You've earned my respect, John. I'm going to start calling you Perfect Purdy instead of McLovin. Because you're not super bad, you're super good. And look at this leg here. This is what you want. Under pressure, under the lights, you do what you need to do, and that's what he's done. He hasn't crumbled. He stood up to the occasion. He's going to have at least 9 darts to close out this 10th leg. He might need 6. 138 left. 140, sorry. With 120 left. Ray, all he can do is find those trebles and leaves 260. But John's going to have 6 darts here at 120. The Shanghai. Can he find it? That's tight. It's a single again, please. And he does another bounce out at the wrong time. Those first 9 darts were stupendous. And these last 6 have been quite solitary to the cause of Purdy. And look at this from Ray Marshall. He couldn't keep straight enough. Allows John more darts. It's going to be possibly 1 dart for a last leg decider. It's going to be 1 dart tops to go to all the way. And it ricochets inside the 20 bed. But no need to fret, Mr. Purdy, you're coming back. As Ray leaves 118. For a last leg decider, double 10. It's tight. He has to adjust. Biggest moment of your life, Purdy. He's made it even awkward for himself. This would be the biggest dart of your darting career, Purdy. Double 10 for all the way. And he wasn't able to do so. Can Ray be like Dick Turpin and make Purdy stand and deliver? And it won't be able. But the pressure is mounting on the shoulders of Purdy. Will it be perfect for a last leg decider? And he does find it eventually. And this contest between Raymond Marshall and John Purdy goes all the way. Wow, wow, wow. I'm in utter disbelief. We could be seeing an upset on our cards. And it all goes down to who can hold their own. And that's music to Purdy's ear at 34. The crowd, if Purdy wins, will go and erupt like Yellowstone volcano. This could be big. And look at that last dart from Purdy. The crowd is getting on Purdy's side now. An upset is looking like to be on the cards. And it's music to Purdy's ears again. He's thinking in his head, free from desire. I'm not going to sing the rest because I'll bore people. But look at that from Purdy. He's got that desire to win this money match. He's hungry. And he's putting himself in the right position. And Ray, the trebles have went missing. I might have to call the police in a bit and ask for the response team to come out to try and find those trebles because they went missing. Look at this from Purdy. This is magical. Under the lights. Pressure makes the diamonds and Purdy is shining in this last leg decider. This is where it matters. And if you're not watching this game, I don't know what you're doing. You might be watching some of the tripe on Saturday night television. But if you're not watching the darts, you're missing out. I'm telling you, big style. What you'd love to have a treble 20 here for. He does not, but leaves himself a Shanghai on the 20s. But if Ray can find a treble, possibly 137 or 140, he drags it. So John Purdy's going to have a guaranteed 6 darts at 120. Treble 20. It's 80 left. And look at that last dart from Purdy. Puts Ray in the corner. What pressure can he find? He needs 25 here. Has to go 25. Has to go 25 from those 2 single ones. And gives Purdy the chance. Biggest dart of your life, Purdy. Is this your moment for an upset? He finds it. John Purdy in disbelief finds the double 10 to cause the upset on the cards. Harry Rowlands will be fuming with that. He's losing out of pocket tonight, but what a game we've just witnessed. The averages don't matter in that game. The power of scoring Purdy put him through an absolute barnstorm of a game. Wow. These games tonight are delivering like I expected. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with our next game. Wow, over and out. Welcome back, everyone, to the ADC Undisputed North East money matches, and we bring you now a rowdy game. The crowd is going to go wild for this one. It's Shawn Matthews playing against Lewis Whitehead. Lewis has brought the crowd with him all the way from the mighty Hartlepool, and Shawn Matthews has only brought 2 people with him. I'm only joking. Both players have got massive support tonight, so this game is going to be emphatic. Will it be this place in the middle back that Lewis Whitehead will thrive, or will it go down to Shawn Matthews finding himself in the Hall of Fame of being the 3rd person to win tonight? We'll find out now with Shawn winning the ball off. Look at the respect from both players there. This is going to be ridiculous standard. But without further ado, let's play darts. So unlucky there from Shawn Matthews. You can see in the background there, Lewis Whitehead was doing aerobics there. What was he doing? Zumba? You're not Lewis, you're playing darts. You're not Zumba. You can hear the crowd there. The dart etiquette, I think, will be out the window for this game. I think Simon will have to be ordering quite a few best of orders. But both players so far starting off very, as you'd say, sluggish. But it's early days, you know. You're not going to be hitting 180s after your first couple of throws. It's going to be a massive occasion as well for Lewis Whitehead. Recently just been announced he's playing in the May the 4th will be with you North East sporting events, where he will be playing against Daryl Gurney, Super Chin. The opportunities are rising now for Lewis Whitehead as well, ever since he made his Cleveland debut this year. He was undefeated until he played against Kent the other weekend, but loses that streak of undefeated performances. It's a very sluggish start here from both players, but hey, it's nerves. That's what it is, it's nerves. You can tell both players are up for it, but it all comes down to what happens when the dart leaves that grip in your hand. And the frustration there from Lewis Whitehead early on will give Shawn Matthews that little bit of hunger, but doesn't eat it. He sniffs up at that meal of that 48 from Lewis Whitehead. And he finds the treble finally. Should be a 100 from that position. And it is. And the crowd goes wild. As I told you, this is going to be an absolute rowdy game. Hartlepool are massive apparently, everywhere they go. I don't think so in the mighty borough. I tried to rhyme there, but I think I failed miserably. A little bit more about Lewis Whitehead, age 28 from Hartlepool. As you can tell, I've already said it. He's also a 4 times vote winner. He's won his majority of the votes at the Sheraton. Also co-runs the new vote at the Travellers Rest in Hartlepool with John Archer, who's at the crowd tonight. I don't think you can miss him. He's bold. Oh, there's about 50 people in the background bold. So take your pick of who John Archer is. But leaves himself 126 after 18 darts. So this could be first blood in the favour of Lewis Whitehead. But this is a very below par start for both players. Like with Shawn Matthews especially, not getting out the blocks after 21 darts. Even Kieran Wynn can do that. And he's absolutely atrocious. Shawn Matthews here just needs to find that treble 20, put that pressure on. And he cannot find anything as of yet. 68 left for Lewis Whitehead for a shaky first leg. in this money match. He's going to have one dart at double 20. The crowd will go wild if this goes in. And that's tight. Oh, I thought that was in as well. Shawn just cannot find it in this leg, but it'll be a new leg next. And I think after the first leg nerves, Shawn will be able to brush those off and persevere. But Lewis White for double 10. Look at that first dart. The crowd is going absolutely ballistic. And the respect there from both players after a subpar start. If I want to carry back onto Lewis White as well with his achievements, he hasn't really done many comps as of note, but he is currently sat 13th in the Cleveland Super League averages for Hartlepool Rugby Club Bears. He's only lost once, and that was to Roseworth's Jeff Burden, losing 4-1. He's played 11 games, won 10, lost 1. With a running average of just shy of 24. With Shawn Matthews, good last there from Lewis Whitehead. With Shawn Matthews, though, he has vast amount of experience. Will it help him in this contest against Lewis Whitehead? At the moment, not so much. Shawn is not really playing to what he can do. And I'm shocked with Shawn. With his experience, it would at least help him find those trebles, but he's just gone missing with them. With Shawn Matthews, he's a 2 times last 16 WDF British Open player in 2018 and 2022. 2021 mixed pairs champion with bow and arrow Bo Greaves at the Welsh Open in 2021. He's also played in the British Pentathlon, the prestigious British Pentathlon. And he's also had numerous wins around the North East, especially with the Ray Barkley Foundation, the Teesside Dart Circuit, and the Cotham Vaults, and the comps that Carl Beecham runs. But enough about the stats. We're here for one game and one game only, and that's tonight. And I'm a bit disappointed. Both players aren't really playing to their best capabilities at this moment in time. And don't get me twisted, I'm not dissing their ability. I think with both of them, well, more in the favour of Lewis Whitehead. He's not used to these big occasions, these big crowds. You can tell by his disgust from that visit. And there we are, Shawn finds that treble 20 finally. But with how Shawn's played over the years in various events, you would think he could, he'd be up for this. And as it stands at the moment, it just doesn't look like it is. But there's still plenty of time left. It's the best of 11. And that's very high. Higher than a hot air balloon in the summer of Italy. But there's Shawn. Starting to find some of those scores that he's used to and fond of later on in this leg. But 96 for Lewis Whitehead. Can he wash away the second leg? Treble 17, and he hits treble 2. That is unlucky. It's a misery compiler from the man from Hartlepool. He's really struggling here. Both of them are. But the little fish, Shawn Matthews, and he can't find it. 112 left. And he's finding the wrong trebles at the wrong time. 75 left for Lewis Whitehead. Should guarantee himself a shot at a double, or maybe 2. He'll have to find that treble now. Treble 19. He's trying to go treble 11, double 20. But won't leave himself a finish here. But Shawn Matthews, Wooly back, has a chance at 109. It's 90 left. And he cannot find anything at this moment in time. Both players really are struggling to find their feet in arguably one of the biggest matches of both of their lives. 2 darts at tops for Lewis Whitehead and go 2-0 up. It's double 10. And that's unlucky from Lewis Whitehead. 70 for Shawn. He's got the dart at double 18. And he goes inside, unfortunately. Not the best of starts, but Lewis Whitehead. Doubles for dough, double 5. To go 2-0 up. Breathes in, steps back. The crowd's on his side. And they might have took the sting out of his rhythm. But Shawn, will he be able to take double 9 out here for 1-1? It's double 4. And it's able to hit it. The crowd goes wild. It's a Hartlepool versus the rest of the North East crowd in this match. We haven't got much to talk about as of yet, but the game is still young. We're just going to watch and let it grow up with us. Watch its first steps, first day at primary school, everything. That sounded very weird, I apologise. That sounded so weird, wow. My analogies are not right tonight. I'm going to have to get the thesaurus out. There's Simon Rutten calling for best of order, which is needed in this game, as both players are not really finding their feet. But I think with the combination of an abundance of alcohol and good spirits, you won't be able to quieten this crowd. It will take brutal force to quieten this crowd, and there's Shawn there finding that treble. They're now starting to trade some treble visit blows. That's what you want in this game. Get rid of the early leg blues, dust off the cobwebs, and find those treble visits. Because they've been sparse in this game, and that is flummoxed me, that's flummoxed me. Great recovery there from Shawn Matthews. Great adjustment after that stagnant dart into the single 7. Here's Lewis here. Another treble 20 here will do him. He should have stayed there in my eyes. Switching to treble 19 would have left you 151, but you wanted to keep yourself straight, but you decided to opt out in the 19s to find that, but he wasn't able to. 189 left for Lewis Whitehead. He opts to the 19s, leaves us 130, but Shawn Matthews 116 for the third leg, and he drifts. It's 51 left. There's Lewis Whitehead there doing the aerobics. It's only an aerobic stretch, not anaerobic. If I try to do those stretches, I'll probably pull a cramp. I more or less pull a muscle, and I'll get cramp, because I'm out of shape, like a circle. But enough about me. It's a good last start from Lewis Whitehead. But Shawn tops for a more respected leg. That's tight. He drags it. The crowd is trying to get behind Lewis Whitehead here, especially the Hartlepool crowd. He picks his point in for double 16, 2 darts at it. Double 16. And drags it right into the single 8s. That was more close to the manor in Hartlepool that than the Middlebeck in Middlesbrough. But Shawn, double 10. Hits it first dart. Look at the crowd there. The respect from both players here. I feel like, for me, we want to have a game where it's just tensions are rising, scores are flowing. Yes, we like to see respect, but I feel like when you have too much respect for someone, you take the sting out of your performance. Because in your mind, mentally, you're thinking, right, I've got respect for my opponent on the hockey, but it won't be able to give you that vital push that you'd need. When you're respecting your opponent, it gives you that relaxation, that he might have the same respect, but more smaller than what you would have for the opposing party. But this is a better leg from both players here. The scoring boots have been put on, the shoelaces have been tied. And look at this, both players now in the moment. They've found the purple patch. The form is increasing. And look at this. Anything you can do, I can do better type of scenario. 1-2-1 for Lewis Whitehead. 1-1-6 now. And he's not able to put himself in a pretty position, but 76 will do him after 12. 2-1-4, 2-4-1 for Shawn. Oh, this will be brilliant. Great dart. Pressure is on the Whitehead shoulders now. Possibly a dart at a double, or could be two. It's going to be one dart. He might stay at 20s here. He might. He doesn't. Plays the safe. It's double 20 for the fourth leg. And that's tight. It bends the wire on the blade six. Shawn Matthews for 3-1. 101. Pick your single. It's double 16. This would be a statement. And it's another tight dart at a double for Shawn Matthews. Let's go 2-all. And it is a well-deserved fourth leg for the man from Hartlepool. And see that respect again, as I've highlighted. I feel like they should be having a ton load of respect. They need to have that grittiness, that anger, that fight, that dragon inside roaring. They don't want to show too much respect because it can work against them, not more in their favour. That's a good last dart from both players. It's a good dart there from Shawn Matthews. I think, looking back at it now, the first two legs were just a warm-up for both of them, just to get the eye in, get the arm flowing. And now the scores are just bubbling to the brim. They're starting to go through the ream of the glass. As I've highlighted as well, people, early on the stream, hopefully everyone is doing okay. And hopefully everyone's enjoying the live stream tonight. We still have 3 games to come. Next, we'll have the Battle of the Modus in the Jackal Carl Hamilton against Jamie Durrant. Then after that, we'll have 2 of the hot prospects in the Teesside Dartsick at the moment. Jordan Matthews against Jonny Barnes. And then after that, the main event, what we've all been licking our lips for, Tony Wood, pincher against unbelievable Jeff Murray. But back to the game. It's trading good blows, bad blows, but that's darts. We can't be perfect all the time. And here for Shawn. Needs to find a single here, both on 2-1-4 after 12, and he cannot be doing that when Lewis Whitehead is breathing down the neck. What can he do here? 60 will do him, ton will give him, great advantage. And that is a bounce out of the single, not the treble. And this is it's starting to go back to the first two legs here of the lack of steady scoring. I bet you in the money Carl Beach will be thinking, marking this. I tell you what, Debbie's just bought me a pint 10 minutes ago. It's going to go flat at the end of this. And that's flummoxed me, not hitting the big single there. But 74 for Lewis Whitehead. Should guarantee himself a dart at a double. It's going to be a dart at double 20. It's an awkward marker. It stands up. Will he be able to bend it like Beckham? And he does, like the free kick in Greece. Round the corner. Top beanstalk. Thank you very much. Shake your hand. See you later. Leg 5 in favour of Whitehead. I apologise there for my impediment of speech. I've got a stutter. I know it's poor in it. It's ridiculous. It's shambles. But hopefully that doesn't put people off watching the live stream. It's my passion. It's my love. But hey, we have those mistakes, don't we? We can't be all perfect. That's the business we call show. It's a great start there from Lewis Whitehead, and Shawn can't follow it. Shawn there, you can see he's trying to gear himself up. I don't think it's working. Okay, it's working now. He's licking his lips because he thought he would get another treble there. But he goes away, still starved. Lewis here, just keeps straight. I feel like as well with Lewis Whitehead, if you can remember the commentary back at the Grosvenor Casino when he played Thomas Cronin, it was the first time we've seen on a stream of what Lewis Whitehead can do. And he did win that game 4-2. But it's how he throws. He's a very methodical, slow and precise player. And a lot of players around the North East at the moment don't throw like what he does. And I feel like that plays in his favour a lot. When he's so precise, methodical with his movements in the elbow, the drawback. A lot of players think they can keep playing their own game. A lot of players who throw averagely will speed up their arm. A lot of players who throw similar to the speed will start to speed up. But with a lot of the talent, if you keep at the same pace as you normally throw, you'll be able to keep under a chance. Leaves himself 113 after 15, and good switch there for Shawn Matthews. Leaves it 119 after 15. But it's all about who can take this out. And he goes 7 there, very unorthodox. I thought he would go in the 20s there, as he finds that treble, which doesn't mean nothing in this leg now, only for setup. And leaves 36, but 119 for Shawn. He's still on, treble 20, and he can't find that treble that he desperately needed there. Double 18 for Lewis Whitehead to go 4-2 up. That's wayward. It might rest right. It goes inside. It's double 9. And that's tight on the top of the double 9 wire on the outer ring. But 72 for Shawn Matthews. He's went the 18s, his favourable way, and he misses the big number. You can't be doing that, Mr. Matthews. Double 9 for 4-2. That's going left. That's went inside, and the chance is going back into Shawn Matthews' favour for 3-all. Woolley back. What can you deliver? Goes inside, it's double 9. The doubles have squandered. Both players missing at vital times. But Lewis takes that deep breath. He inhales, then exhales. Wipes his holding hand to the dominance. Double 4 for 4-2. It's tight. And it's in 4-2. Lewis Whitehead looks a bit shocked. In fact, he was able to win that leg. The crowd is going wild. But Lewis tries to assure him just to calm down, as he thinks now he's got it in the locker. And does he cheer him back up? What do you want? You're hot and cold. Do you want him to shut up, or do you want him to carry on? Make your mind up. And he's able to capitalise on the 26 from Shawn Matthews, but not too bad. And that is an ugly bounce out there for Shawn Matthews. And look at this, could be the first 180 of this contest. And look at that from Lewis White, and look at that. The confidence from the young man from Hartlepool. Oh, the crowd's getting a bit too hectic now. Lewis thinking, oh no, what's happening? And Shawn Matthews gave a little fist pump there when they were jeering when Shawn was throwing. I wouldn't say it's slight respect. I think the majority of the Hartlepool players that are supporting Lewis Whitehead don't really know much about darts and the etiquette, but hey, what can you do? You can't tell him to be quiet because that will cause riots. And I'd be in for it, me, because if I say I'm from Darlow, I'm getting lynched. And I'd rather keep myself looking like a 3 out of 10 instead of a -7 out of 10. So if anyone from Hartlepool watching, please don't hurt me. I'm innocent. But there's more of a convincing leg here from Lewis Whitehead. Shawn, all he can do is just try and match the scores, or if not, obliterate the mistakes of the man from Hartlepool. Can he find another one? He cannot find that single. And that switch there, he didn't like it, but leaves him on a handy finish at 1-2-8. He doesn't have to go the ball route here as well. He's going to have 6 darts at 1-2-8. 18s is the play. Oh, it's treble 20s. He's going to look for another one. And that is driftwood, in the words of Travis. Now, for all the younger viewers who don't know who Travis are, they're an English band from the 90s. And if you don't know who Travis are, that you're the older generation, shame on you. And that's only a steady visit from Shawn. Leaves 160 after 21, but Lewis to be one leg away in this contest. It's tops for 5-2. And he's able to find it. The crowd goes ballistic. The crowd goes wild for Lewis Whitehead from Hartlepool. It's finger licking good. And he's one leg away with the holder throw to beat a deflated Woolly back. I just want to say as well, it just came to my noggin, a massive fun fact about Shawn Matthews. Darts runs in the family. His dad, back in the mid-80s, was a contestant on Bullseye. He was the darts player. So I think that's where he got his passion from, to play darts, and he has been playing for the past several decades. And with his son, Jonny Matthews, where we'll see around about 9:40 tonight against Johnny Barnes. I think Jordan has been like a sponge, soaking up the passion that Shawn Matthews has taught him over the years. So darts runs in the Matthews family. But tonight, I don't think Shawn has showcased himself to be a member of the Hall of Fame. The script has went more in the favour of Lewis Whitehead. And Lewis, not his best performance so far. He'd be feeling that the middle back is his place from the invasion of Hartlepool supporters. It's a good dart there from Shawn Matthews. Lewis sat on 3-2-1. What can he do? Probably needs to find a treble here. He doesn't find that treble, but leaves him on 2-6-6. So it's not hard to do, but if you find that treble, you'll be laughing. Shawn keeps straight. He fails to find the treble, but he does keep straight just to leave him more handy. Lewis here, 2-6-6. He might stay there, or he could go to the 19s. I'd stay with a lie. He can't leave a finish now, but you can just find that treble 20. It'd be a Brucey bonus, and it is. As I say, the price is right. It's strictly for Whitehead with that ton topper. And Shawn leaves a finish, but Lewis, as he had the darts in the 8th leg, gives more of a chance. 106 left. 91 left. Only 74 left. Puts the pressure on Shawn Matthews. He has to get this in my eyes, and he can't find a treble. He does not. So Lewis Whitehead for the match. 74. He's going to get 1 dart or 2 darts. It's 65 left. 15 or 25 to write your destiny. Whitehead tops for the match. Shawn, it's tops. If Dick Turpin wore a mask, it would be Shawn Matthews. It's a tongue topper from Shawn Matthews. Denies that mistake from Lewis Whitehead and capitalises like a fly on some strawberry jam left in the summer sunshine. But Shawn Matthews isn't able to capitalise on that great rush of euphoria, but with that last dart, it's more balanced out. Lewis here. Good last dart. Both players applying that last dart into that treble. That's another last dart hero. Will this leg be the last dance of last darts into the treble? Or will one of them be tangoing out of the middle bag, empty-handed with the cash? There's only one way to find out in the next minute or two. I can see there in the background, sorry if you've seen some skin from Mr. Shawn Matthews. You could ask him, what's the crack? And I'll be saying, it's open. That's a good visit there from Lewis Whitehead. It's a good last start from Shawn Matthews though. What can Lewis Whitehead do here? He's not able to find a treble. So Shawn, as I'd say, you'd have the advantage here because he's got the lead, plus the darts in this 89th leg. But 60 will leave him okay on a finish, but he would have wanted the treble there. But Lewis Whitehead here, he'd be loving a ton. That's not good. He'd be looking at 20. He has to go 25 here to play the good board management. And that is good thinking there from the pressure of Lewis Whitehead under the lights. Is able to find a good mentality. There's Shawn Matthews there leaving 96 after 18. But can Lewis Whitehead reel it in for the match? This would be a superb end, but it won't be coming to that conclusion. So Shawn, 96 to close the gap by 1, and he won't do it on this visit, but leaves tops. This would be a hellraiser. Whitehead, 112. And you don't want that into the single one. He has to go 17s in, finds it. That treble at the wrong time. It's a battle of who hits the double 21st. Shawn goes into single 1. That is pure driftwood. It's double 10. He finds the red bit, the crowd in jubilation. Shawn with a rare celebration. Lewis is looking a bit perplexed. Shawn just looks like his normal self. That respect from both players. Shawn doesn't look up for it, he just looks very reserved. Lewis is just trying to rile himself up. Good second dart there from Lewis Whitehead. And that drifting again from both players is just finding the right scores, but they're not able to punish as much. This could be the comeback kid. But Lewis Whitehead, look at this. Hitting the right stuff at the right time. Best of order, please. Thank you. This is a good leg from both players here. At the right time. It's took 9 legs to find this great score and what both players have been doing over the calendar year 2023. Shawn Matthews trying to find that treble 20 now. Or have I spoke too soon? I think I might have. But Lewis Whitehead in pole position. Can he ride his way to the victory? 25, he has to go 25 here. It was a right shot, unlucky it didn't pay off, but the right shot was there and he was able to use the ball's management. Wow. Lewis Whitehead, find that treble. It's 107 left. 88 remains for Lewis Whitehead. Shawn just needs to put that pressure on. That first dart is mustard. That's the bun. And there's that hot dog. But it's a bit stale. Couldn't find that ton plus. But Lewis, 88. 73 left. He wanted 20s there. He's got 73. Treble 19. He's trying to go treble 11. 62 left for the man from Hartlepool. It's 52. The pressure on the shoulders of Shawn Matthews for a statement. Treble 18. And it's fallen up short from the man from Skelton. But the pressure of that last dart is on the shoulders for Lewis Whitehead. 52 for the match. He soaks it up. It's Double 20 to end this marathon of a game. Double 20. And he goes a begging on the wire. So Shawn Matthews is coming back to the board unexpectedly with double 16. He's going to step back, compose himself with a drink. This is normally bread and butter in a vault for Shawn Matthews, but when the crowd's behind you, it's completely different. He takes his time. Double 16 to go all the way for the second game in a row. It's double 8. And he's busted. Shawn Matthews, schoolboy error, misery compiler. I'm shocked. I'm flummoxed. Lewis Whitehead, the chance is yours. Can you steal the glory and put yourself in Shawn's Hall of Fame? It's tops of the match. It's tight. It's tight. It's double 10. And both players are falling to the seams of pressure. Pressure makes diamonds, and both of them are turning into cubic zirconias. It's double 8. Can he hit for a last leg decider? He does not. Lewis Whitehead tries to cheer the crowd up. Tense moments in the last leg. Will this work in his favour? The showman-like of Lewis Whitehead for double 10 for the match. He hits it. Lewis Whitehead is able to defeat Shawn Matthews. Both players look at the respect on the stage. It was an absolute marathon of a game, but tonight this place belongs to Lewis Whitehead. And look at that Remy run on the stage, Lewis's other half. Look at that, look at that. Hey, it's what dreams are made of. Forget about the averages, low 60s, but it's all about what happened on the night, and Lewis Whitehead was the better player. It was a marathon of a game, but both players played with what they could do, and hopefully there's no disrespect towards these players. It's hard getting up on that stage, it really is, but they both played with their hearts, played to 100%, and Lewis comes out on top. But we'll be back next, bringing you Cole Hamilton against Jamie Durrant in a couple of minutes. Welcome back to the live stream, and I tell you what, in my eyes, this is one of the games of the night. We have the battle of the Modus Super Series players in Jamie Durrant from Middlesbrough against Carl Hamilton of Darlington. Both players have done it at the big time, but can they do it on a cold Saturday night down the Middlebeck? Giggsy's your marker, the occasional siren doing the calling, and Jamie's won the ball, and he starts us off in our best of 11 match. Both players have been coming into great form, but Carl here, look at this, finding that treble effortlessly. But I want to highlight with both players, they've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Experience will be in the favours of both of them. With Jamie Durrant, he was a late replacement for this, as he was not supposed to be playing this. It was supposed to be Jack Howarth, but he fallen ill. So Jack, if you're watching at home, mate, stop pulling a sickie. You should have been here. I wasted 20 minutes on your notes. But nonetheless, Jamie Durrant is stepping in at the last minute to play against the Jackal, Carl Hamilton. Some stats about Carl Hamilton. He's 36 years of age. Wow. Doesn't look a day over 25. Cheeky. From Darlington. And he can find that treble. He's had the experience of the PDC on the Pro Tours. He's also a 2019 Windmill World Masters quarter finalist, beating along the way the three-time world champion Martin Wolfie Adams and the Slovenian Benjamin Pratmana. He's also a semi-finalist of the British Classic and a participant losing out in the first round of the BDO World Trophy, losing to Willem Mandegers 5-4 in 2019. But back to the game, Carl Hamilton's got 88 left. It's going to probably be... He tried to go treble 12 there to leave double 16, but sets it up, gives himself good cushion in his first leg. Jamie trying to find that rhythm, and what a great switch. Puts that pressure back onto Carl Hamilton, but double 16 for the first leg and finds it. You can see in the corner you've got the Darlow contingents. With Jamie Durrant, his honours from 2023 have been quite remarkable. An 18-time vault champion. This could be a 180 though. It is a 180, the first 180 in this encounter. And we could be on for a 9-darter from the Jackal. And Jamie, so far, can't find his rhythm. And a 7 isn't like Jamie Durrant. It could be back-to-back here. Could be back-to-back. It could be back-to-back. We're on for the 9. Carl Hamilton. He has had one career 9-dart. That was against Brian Barnett Jr. He did miss double 12 for a 9 on the Modus against Kevin Painter. We could be here for a 9-darter. And he ruins the party. He had me all in awe. I'm shaking. I've got goosebumps. But 36 after 9 is just ridiculous behaviour. And what can Jamie do here? It doesn't mean nothing. 10-darter, could be 11. He splits double 8 for a 12. And look at that from Carl Hamilton. The Jackal has seized onto the opportunity. I tell you what, at this moment in time, Jamie Durrant, after being 2-0 down, is feeling quite a bit numb. But we're not going to see another encore of 180s here for the third leg for the Jackal from Darlington. It's a great switch there from Jamie Durrant. He's starting to find his scoring boots. But Carl, this is some spectacular stuff from the Jackal. And it's his third 180 of the match. This is sublime scoring from the experienced man from Darlington. I did say this is going to be one of the games of the night, and at the moment, I'm not being disappointed. With both of them, I alluded to their Modus Super Series appearances. Between both of them, they have been on the Modus 5 times between them, 3 going in the favour of Carl Hamilton, 2 to Jamie Durrant. And they both have played at the venues in Southampton and now at Portsmouth. The difference between both of them, though, is Carl at the Portsmouth venue has made a finals night. He did lose to Mike Gillett, 4-3 of Wales, and the youngster Cam Crabtree. But wait a second, oh, that could have been spectacular. And he did lose to Cam Crabtree, who's in Series 6 at the moment, at the finals night tonight. Oh, we got double-double. Oh, no! Oh, dearie me. Carl Hamilton, you absolute hamper. You magician. He thought, you know what, I've hit that single, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stick one in the double 18. You know what? I fancy another one. Let's do double for dough. I tell you what, if he was a baker, that's a baker's dozen. That's a nice Bakewell tart. That's a nice loaf of bread. Carl Hamilton rose to the occasion. And he's 3-0 up in this contest, but Jamie Durrant isn't backing down as of yet. And Carl isn't either. This is, you're in for a treat. He's in for a treat. What a game so far we're into here. Both of the players have been in the successive vaults with Jamie Durrant with 18 times vault wins and 7 for Carl. So they know how to win competitions. The serial winners in my eyes, and they've done it at the right times as well. And look at this from Jamie Durrant. Sublime scoring, effortless in this 4th leg. But Carl, he's not giving up. He doesn't need to. He's got that momentum. He's got that rhythm. But can Jamie find a superb finish of 120? Treble 20 here will do him. It's tough, so a 120, and it just goes on the wire, bends it. But Carl Hamilton, 136, cannot find it this leg, but good for the switch on the 19s and finds the wrong treble. It's tops for Jamie Durrant. Double 10, and reduces the deficit to 2. Breaks the throw, and you'd like to hold again. With Jamie Durrant as well, that's a poor visit, but hey, we won't dwell on it. With Jamie Durrant, here's a 2022 Cleveland Festival warm-up runner-up. But before I say that, it's number 4, 180 tonight for Carl Hamilton. Wow, wow, wow. With a capital W, with a capital O, with a capital W. Wow, back-to-back 180s. I'm in it for, oh wow, it could be another one. Oh no. He's switching. That's all. I need to calm down. I'm flustered. I'm going to faint. Wow. I'm in it. I'm speechless. But now, back to Jamie Durrant. I was highlighting there his 2022 Cleveland Festival warm-up runner-up. Along the way, he won in the last 64 against a youngster in Jack Preston. But wait a second. There's a good pressure on that 149. We'll come back to that for the second time. Let's see if 149 can go, and it cannot. It's 109 left. Leaves 90. Jamie Durrant. If you're only going Shanghai's on 18s here, he's still on for it. Treble 18 for Bull. And he just goes on the wire. But yeah, back to Jamie's Cleveland Festival warm-up runner-up. That was one of his first few prior to the 2021 East Coast Windmill Champion. Before, we'll just say it after this leg, when Jamie hits this double 16, when he hits it, that's a good marker. He doesn't. He did beat the youngster Jack Preston 3-0 in the last 64. 32 Barry Davies, the real McCoy. And double eight's been hit for Carl Howard and 4-1 up. This is a dominating performance here for the Jackal. I think in the next 5 minutes, Jamie don't be walking like an Egyptian off this stage, because the ancient creature of the Jackal is haunting him for days to come. But back to, for the fourth time, Jamie Durrant's 2022 Cleveland Festival warm-up success, losing out in the final. He did win 3-0 against Barry Davies. He then defeated the 2011 PDC World Championship runner-up in Andy the Hammer Hamilton. Then defeated Adam Joseph 3-0 in the quarters. 3-2 against the former PDC player Kev McDine. And then was defeated by the Brazilian Diogo Portela. But let's get, you know what, we're just going to take the stats away and we're just going to look at this game, because this game has delivered so much so far, and we're only into leg 6. This has been an emphatic charge from both players. But at the moment, Carl is making the case of he's playing the better darts. This is a great game so far. Jamie there. She'll look for the 1-3-3, and he does so with haste. Carl here, you just need to find the treble visit to be on a finish, and he does there. That's brilliant. But doesn't leave himself on that finish. He was just a bit too tight. Double eight for a 15. And look at that, 4-2. He reduces the deficit again to 2. He breaks again. The 2 legs that he's won, he's broke the throw of Carl Hamilton. And this is shaping up to be an absolute meteoric game. It's not all over till the fat lady sings. And if my ex-girlfriend is watching, stop singing. That was horrible, wasn't it? I apologise. I'll get cancelled. But either way, look at this from Carl Hamilton. 174, and he just drifts on top of the wire. This is just some unbelievable board management here from Carl Hamilton. This game is shaping up so brilliantly. It's like a rhombus, so many cutthroat edges. Look at that there from Carl Hamilton. Just find that treble effortlessly. The thing is with Jamie Durrant, although he came back from work off the rigs only a couple of days ago, hasn't really had as much practice as you'd think, but for him to state his case of how he's playing now, you've got to take your hats off to Jamie Durrant, doing it last minute as well, with big respect to Jamie Durrant. He's also, if you're thinking, if you don't know the North East dart scene, you're thinking, Durrant, I've heard that name before. That's because his uncle is the, wait a second, it's double 16 for a 1-3-4. And he's hit it! What a barnstormer from Carl Hamilton! And look at that fist pump to the Darlow lot. I know I'm from Darlow, but there's no bias here. But let's get back to Jamie Durrant with the relation to Glenn. His uncle, back-to-back windmill world master, 3-time champion of the world, 2020 Premier League champion. It runs in the family. The Durrant blood is coursing with the darting bug. So many great players in the Durrant family, including Jamie. You've got Glenn with the experience. You've also got Lee Durrant. And then massive shout out to Lewis Durrant. And then many others who, are not as to the level of, Jamie, Glenn and Lewis, but can do it. But look at this. 5-180s. Oh, not so. But this is just an unbelievable performance from Carl Hamilton. But Jamie's not giving up yet. And back-to-back 140s. From the Carl to the Jamie, to me to you, chuckle vision at the middle beck. And look at that. It's all about who cracks, and it doesn't look like none of them are going to crack. And look at this switch. Ridiculous darts, both leaving the finish after 9 darts, but who is going to take it out first? It's not going to be Carl on this occasion. And leaves 115 after 12. But Jamie, is he going to get his fishing rod out? He's going to put the line on. Is he going to get a bite from the lake for the fish? He does not. But a steady throw there. But doesn't leave him for a finish. And Carl is just going to play the set up. And that was in the treble 20 and dropped so slowly. But 1-2-5 for Jamie Durrant. He's not going to finish as he went in the 17s. It's 103 left. Leaves himself 84 after 15, but Carl, for a chance to win, 72 left. Is he going to double-double? He's going to go double-double. You cheeky man! You cheeky man, Carl Hamilton! Absolute showman, oh, wow, oh, geez, Louise. I have just climaxed. I cannot believe that with my own eyes. You absolute magician. Carl Hamilton, take a bow, sir. What a contest. The game of the night so far. Carl with a mid-85 average to Jamie 79. Wow, 5 180s in the match. Doubles for Doe. Absolute showman-like finishes. If this next game, Jordan Matthews and Jonny Barnes is like that, we're in for a treat. There's still plenty of games to come. Keep an eye on it. Keep your ears open for my commentary. Big up to you all. We're back in a few minutes with Jordan Matthews against Jonny Barnes. Wow, wow, wow. What a game we've just witnessed with Carl Hamilton coming out a 6-2 win against Jamie Durrans. But now we're coming up with probably, on paper, two of the best players in the Teesside area and the North East. Jordan Matthews against Jonny Barnes. I am your commentator now, Gott, and I'll tell you what, we've been treated tonight, haven't we? This game now is arguably bread and butter to both of these, as the amount of finals they've had over the calendar year of 2023. But it all comes down to tonight. Both players so far are starting off decently. And as I speak, Jordan doesn't find a treble. Can it be the double for Darlow? Or will Jordan be the better Matthews tonight? Will Jordan be the pretender? Or will Jonny be the superstar? We'll just find out. But look at that celebration from Jordan Matthews for 1-3-4. Both players are TDC ranking event winners. They're both Vault serial winners. And both players are deserved players to play for the money match. The last money match tonight, where both players could be throwing some brilliant darts. Jordan could draw first blood here. 74 left. Until they set it up for tops. Jonny here needs to find a treble 20, but he fails to do so. First leg nerves maybe for Jonny Barnes. Can Jordan find that double 10? And he does not do so, but he'll be coming back as Jonathan Barnes is on 171. But look at this, the pressure. Bit too late in this leg, but look at that. That's pressure when you need it. But Jordan Matthews, look at that. First leg draws to Super Bear. With the word bear, it normally associates to a cuddly toy, soft, big and caring. Jordan resembles more of a grizzly bear, hairy, tall and ravenous. But a little bit about Jordan Matthews though. Jordan was a prolific youth player back in the year of 2015. He reached a PDC Development Tour semi-final, losing out to Aidan Kirk 4-1. He was also able to hit a 9-dart in the same year at the Sheffield Grand Prix versus Ryan Sullivan. And over the years from 2015 to now, he has won various titles around the North East and the country, especially picking up in the TDC last year, the Derek Cunningham Memorial Champion and the Pete McMahon Memorial Champion, beating Jamie Owens at the Derek Cunningham Memorial in the final and Tony Wood in the final at the Pete McMahon, my commentary debut. Both players so far though, they're just trying to find their rhythm. I'd say Jordan's got more of the upper hand as he is one leg up, but it's still not over yet. But look at that from Jonny, good first dart. The second floats on, and the third is a peach. Jordan here, can he find it? It's a good last dart to leave 92 after 15, but 96 for Jonny Barnes. It's 93, treble 19, sorry. He's not able to find it. With Jonny Barnes, he's hoping to bring another win back to Darlington after Carl did in the previous game against Jamie Durrans. Jonny Barnes 66, he's going to go treble 10 for double 18. He doesn't. 57 left. 17s, it's for tops for 1-1. And he fails to do so. So Jordan's coming back for double 18 for the second leg. And he has hit it first dart. Straight in, as you like. Jordan's up for it. With Jonny Barnes, though, he's aged 54. He's a senior now. But hey, wait a second. It's a 140. I thought it was 180. He's from Darlington, I've highlighted. He's a Series 3 vault champion. Modus incoming for him on the week commencing February for 26. Well, he'll be there for a week for the first week of the new series. He was able to defeat Jocker, Steve Jameson, who was able to win Vault Series 5 at the Middlebeck against Billy the Dwarf, William Robson, only a couple of Sundays ago. With Jonny Barnes, he's the current Ray Wilkes Memorial Champion, defeating Charles Winspear in the final. He's also a TVC Finals night for the Ray Barkley Memorial runner-up, losing to Rob Grundy in a last leg decider. With Rob Grundy now, he's now a new tour card holder. And this is some great darts here from Jordan Matthews, Super Bear. Jonny Barnes, he's just looking to find that rhythm, and he's just found those trebles a bit too late. But he's going to have a dart here. Jordan Matthews tops for 3-0. And that was nowhere near. That was back in Redcar. The pressure for Jonathan Barnes, look at that. He finds it too late, and it's the first 180. The pressure there for Jonny Barnes, but Jordan, will it crumble for him? Double 10, it's double 5. And he just goes outside the pressure. Has worked for Jonny Barnes. And it's 69 to reduce the deficit by 1. It's going to be a dart at the bullseye. It's not, it's double 9. And he hits it, Jonathan Barnes. JB, Mr. Cricketer. Look at the respect there from both players. It's great to see. It's a good dart there from Jonny Barnes. So you have to say with both these players, the mass amount of experience they've got was going to eye up a tasty fixture tonight, and it has delivered so far. And if it keeps going on like this, wow, we'll be in for a treat. To everyone that's watching, wow, you picked the right time to watch. And so far in this leg, you're just finding ton pluses for days. Jordan Matthews, back-to-back 140s. This is just sublime. It's exquisite. It's stupendous. Jonny Barnes is still finding that treble. 3 tons in a row for Jonny Barnes. Can Jordan go 3 140s in a row? He could do. And it's 3 140s in a row for Jordan Matthews. 3 tons for Jonny Barnes. This is spectacular viewing. And that's unlucky there from Jonny Barnes. Still even want to finish, but Jordan 81, 74 left. It's double 16 for a 12. And it is. And the roar, the celebration in front of the viewing of Jonny Barnes. And look at Jonny there, a cheeky grin, looks over at the Darlow lot and he's thinking, wow. But Jordan is not letting up. He's found his arm, his rhythm, is dancing through the night. And so far he's holding like a superstar. 84 average to Jonny's subpar 73. Jordy's just not missing that treble 20. This is just miraculous scoring from both of them. It's ridiculous. Honestly, it's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, look at that there, Jonny Barnes. Brilliant stuff. With Jonny Barnes, he is the most successful ADC Vault winner in the country, with, as it stands, 32 ADC Vault wins. And I tell you what, he rarely gets beat at the Navy Club as well. When you're looking at Vault contests, The last time he was defeated was by Jordan Matthews' father on September the 18th in 2023 in Series 4, where Shawn had to hit a 100.2 average to defeat Jonny Barnes. I think that day the drawn was kept to his side instead of being drawn. Good last dart there from Jonny Barnes, but Jordan 65 to go 4-1 up. He's hit the bullseye, too accurate. Single 7 for double 4. And he's pinned it. Last dart hero, Jordan Matthews. Jordan is flying out the blocks like a prime Usain Bolt at the Beijing Olympics. And Jonny Barnes, all he can do is just keep what he's doing up and hope and pray that Jordan starts to wilter under the pressure. And will that be a sign? It might be, because Jonny is thriving. Just walked through the door there, Jose de Souza. He's thinking, oh, this is not the PDC. He's miscounted the venue again. He miscounts on the board, and he miscounts on the venue. Hey, Jose, you need to get to the PDC, mate. What are you doing at the middle back? I'm only joking. It's Paul Easton. Look at this from Jordan Matthews here. He's replying with a treble visit to Jonny's 2 treble. And this could be a 12 dart of his own. 25. Oh, he went single 11. And he went in the treble 14. It's 102 score with 19 left. He sets it up. Jordan Matthews can only apply the pressure. 180 would do him nice. It would do him spectacular. And that is sublime pressure. Jonny Barnes for double 8. Gives a point to the crowd. Jonny's flustered. And fails to cope with the pressure. Bit of pressure needs to be applied there. And 1 dart at double 20 for 5-1. And he goes above the wire. Jonathan Barnes, he's not getting any more chances, and hits it first time of asking. Clears up on the double-in disaster. And it goes 4-2 in favour of Jordan Matthews. If anyone's wondering, is this it after this game? No. We still have our main event, which will be best of 13 for the North East belts. It's a good visit there from Jonny Barnes. But the question is what on my lips is, will Jeff Murray become the new belt holder, or will Tony Wood be able to keep a hold of it for a few more months? And I tell you what, with the last 2 games we've had in Jonny Barnes, Jordan Matthews, Carl Hamilton, Jamie Durrant, all 4 of them can state a massive case of challenging Tony Wood for that belt. But you're not able to challenge, you have to play in events to qualify to play for the belts. And also there's a modus spot on the line for both of them. So this could be a tasty affair after this game. But we're here for the now of both players. If we're looking back at their last 2 encounters, Jonny Barnes was able to defeat Jordan Matthews at the Ray Wilkes Memorial, but then Jordan Matthews was able to get the better of him at the... Jonathan Barnes was able to get the better of him at the casino as well. So, more wins are in the favour of Jonny Barnes, but at the moment I think Jordan wants to win. But will Jonny stop that? He could stop it, but he fails to find that treble 20. Finds it there though, but Jordan steps back to go 1 leg away. It's double 10. Stands up. It's double 5. It has to go. It doesn't. Sloppy on the outer ring. Can Jonny clear up? It's double 4. And he does hit it second dart. The Darlow contingent is up in arms. From Jonny being 4-1 down, for him now to be 1 leg away to making it 4-all. And look at this start from Jonny Barnes. 180, the point to the crowd. He's saying, I've just hit a 180. And Jordan gives back a ton. And look at that. Oh, give us a 26, please. Give us a 26. Go on. Oh, spoil sport. But Jordan, he's capitalised on that 41. And back-to-back tons will do you favours. It's only a 60 there from Jonathan Barnes. But Jordan, he's not missing this treble in this 8th leg. It's brilliant scoring. Leaves 161 after 9. Brilliant stuff here from both players. Leaves 140 for Jonny, but 161 for Jordan. Isn't able to have a crack at it. Sets it up to leave 96. Jonny finds this treble 20. I think it's going to go. It's going to go. You cheeky boy. He tried to be a magician like he was at the casino, but his wand ran out of magic tricks. He came up dry, and Jordan tried to do the same, trying to emulate the showman-like persona. But Jonny Barnes, 4-all, 4-1 down. The comeback kid is coursing now to a best of 5. Who's coming out on top for the pride, for the bragging rights? I tell you what, this game is just ridiculous, isn't it? It's ridiculous. Scoring 85 average to Jordan Matthews and 80.1 for Jonathan Barnes. Not really much separating them. We don't concentrate on averages. We talk about who's bet on the outer ring. And both of them have been quite convincing, but then not so. We can't be perfect. No Johnny be angry at 76, but hey, it's still a treble. And when your opponent does that, it brims you with confidence. Can he find a treble 20 there? And he switched, which arguably it's a sensible option. Jordan Matthews, that's plum. Could get a 140. He fails to do so, but a ton will be good in the eyes of the Super Bear. Look at that there, plum. It's like an apricot. Round, central, juicy. And these trebles are going in like that. 126 for Jonny Barnes. 419s. And he can't even find the big number. It's a mistake in the dying embers of this encounter between both of the top players around. But it's not going to matter, as Jonny's coming back with 80 to go from 4-1 down to possibly 5-4 with tops. And he bends the wire. It's agonising for the cricketer slash dart player slash all-rounder. 82, he tried to go the safer option, but sets it up, applies that pressure, leaves double 8. But Jonny tops a 5-4. It's a good marker. It's double 10, fresh bed. And pressure gets to him. So Jordan, if Dick Turpin wore a mask, you unravel it, he's called. Not Jordan Matthews. So with an unlikely chance to go 5-4 up, Jonny Barnes, double 5. Has to go. It has to go, attack it. And it's in the wrong bed. You tart. Double 1, Madhouse, are you crazy, Jordan? He is. Look at that. It's a psychotic scream from Super Bear. And he goes 5-4 up. But Jonny, if you remember from the Grosvenor Casino commentary, you know what he needs to do? He's got to hold again, but do it at the right time, which is now. He can be slower, fast, but he must get to the line. Jordan could always hit you and hurt you, but Jonny needs to defend and attack. But Jonny, there's only one way to beat him. It's round the back, so catch me if you can, because he's the Darlow man, and what you're looking at is the master plan. We ain't no hooligans, because we're singing the song. 3 Islands on my shirts. We can't go wrong, because we're singing for Jonny. Jonny Barnes, we're singing the song. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. When you got the same name as an iconic British footballer in John Barnes, you have to, you know, occasionally drop it in there. You have to, don't you? But look at this from this leg here from Jordan Matthews. Leaves himself 2-5-6, but Jonny, he wants to hold it again, but I'm not singing it. He needs to find that treble 20, and he fails to do so. The pressure is on the mounting of the stance of Jordan Matthews. He's trying to reach for the stars, and that last start will do him favours. Doesn't leave him on the finish, but puts him handy. Look at this from Jonny Barnes. One of them will do, yeah. But that is a slight slip, but leaves him still okay with 107. Jordan, what would he give to 140? What would he give for 140? Not a lot, but 100 will do him favours. Has to go, though. It's 87. And he's missed. So Jordan's coming back for 76. 70 left. And Jonathan Barnes will only get 2 darts when he comes back. Jordan for 2 darts and double 8 for the match. Double 8 for Destiny. And it goes inside. So Jonny Barnes, 52 left. It has to go for our second last leg decide of the night. It's double 20. And he's got to hold again. And he did it at the right time. Jonny Barnes, like a perler. And this game deserves a 6-5 all day long. And all the best to these two players in this contest. This is going to be an absolute barnstorm of the last leg. Jonny Barnes averaging 77 to Jordan's 81, but it's not all about averages. It's about who can get over the line here, who can jump over that last hurdle and conquer the adversity. Jordan needs to find that treble, and he fails to do so. That's music to the Barnsley ears. This will be meteoric, and a 1-2-1 will do you the immense amount of favours there. Look at this. It's a brilliant reply from Jordan Matthews, but still gives Jonathan Barnes an 8-point lead plus the darts, and what he would give for a nice treble here as well. Has to find it now, and he does last dart hero. .303 for Jordan Matthews, and he's not going to leave himself a finish. So Jonny Barnes, 6 darts at 210. What can he do? He needs to find that treble, and he does last dart hero. Jonny Barnes, what a game we're involved in here. But look at this pressure personified for Jordan Matthews. Super Bear finds a super score to put that pressure on Jonny Barnes. It's 110 for the match. 50 left. It's top for the match. And they would have sealed the comeback, but he is not able to. Jordan has to go. He should get a dart here. It's at top to the match to secure the victory. Jordan Matthews tops, and he goes inside, he drags it. So Jonny now has to go tops to secure the comeback. And it's tight. He misses. Jonny Barnes. Look at the crowd at the back. Mick Barkley, Dom James, Shawn Matthews jumping for joy from the dismissal of Jonny Barnes on the doubles. But double 10 for the match. And Jordan Matthews has able to clear off the mistakes of Jonny Barnes. And what a game we've just witnessed. Wow. 81 for Jordan, 77 for Jonny Barnes. Jonny looks a bit perplexed. But hey, you can't knock your head to that. What a game that was. A tungsten tale that ends on the journey of Jordan Matthews. He's got the bragging rights. He's got the win. The stats don't lie. You couldn't split them. But a slow start from Jonathan Barnes wasn't able to come a cropper. in the later legs. Look at Jordan Matthews there, what a showman, dancing around. Don't get yourself cramped, Jordan. But anyway, we're going to have a short break and we're going to bring you our final game of the night for the North East belts at the Undisputed North East. It's going to be Tony Wood versus Jeff Murray. We'll be back in a few minutes. This is it. What we have been waiting for tonight. The ADC Northeast belt match. Tony Wood against Jeff Murray. The battle of the Tyne in Teesside. Both players are eager to win this. Tony Wood, the current belt holder, defeating Dave Prince at the Modus Super Series to take the belt off Dave Prince. But is Jeff on a mission tonight to take that belt from the grasp of Pincher? There's only one way to find out in the next 15 minutes. We will see either a retention of Tony Wood or the new belt holder in Jeff Murray. But I've now got your commentator for this match and for all the matches tonight. It's been an honour and a pleasure and a privilege. And this should be, like every single game has been tonight, an absolute Bobby Dazzler. Both players, I think, will be struggling with early match nerves, but with the experience of both players, they'll be fine. I just want to as well add there's going to be a break in this match as it's best of 13. After 7 legs, there'll be a small couple of minutes break. But hopefully one of these players can finish in 7 legs. I think, as you could see there, in the background there's been a little frape in the door. I think there is a little frape. If you don't know what a frape is, it means a scrap. I've seen someone rush, so you never know. I'll tell you what, I've got a 5 and whoever wins. Give me some decent odds, Harry Rowlands, please, and thank you. But anyway, about this game here, both players starting off steadily, but with Jeff there finding that 140 lead, 1-2 after 15. Puts that pressure on Tony, but look at that. Stern, cool as you like. 66 left. You'd be probably looking at treble 10 here to leave double 18 for the setup. And look at that, that's sublime, that is spectacular. But can Jeff dismiss that pressure? And he won't be able to on this occasion, this first leg. It's a good setup there from Jeff Murray to leave tops. As you can see in the corner, Marie, Maz, Tony's other half, always supporting him at his corner. And that first leg draws to Tony Wood for a 16. As you can see, both players are showing their respects for the late Andrew Kelly, AK-47. I just want to highlight, I send my deepest condolences to Catherine, Willow, the family of Andrew Kelly and the friends of Andrew Kelly. A massive impact and legacy in the North East darting community, and it's not going to be the same for the near future without him in our presence. And for one more final time tonight, I'm going to say, you what? Love darts me. And if he was watching, he'd be thinking that, because there's been some unbelievable encounters tonight. And especially he'd have been proud of every player that has won tonight and every player that has stepped on that stage and showed sheer guts and tenacity and pure heart. And we all deeply miss him. Really do. Look at this from Tony Wood here. Could have been a 180. He is playing with 2 different types of stem to flight, as one of his broke prior to this match. As he has been out all day, he has been at the McAllen Memorial. So will it work in his favour, keep him warm? Or will the cold of Jeff Murray blow him over? Just have to find out. Tony Wood leaving 1-2-6 after 12. Puts him in a steady position. And as well with this match, it's another battle of the Modus Super Series. Both players have been on the Modus, with Tony Wood having 4 appearances and Jeff only having the 2. So both know how to play to a big occasion. They've got that stage experience, especially with recently with Jeff Murray winning the Saltburn Open, defeating Graham Elveridge in the final. Look at this here, 180 to lead 32. Wouldn't mind if I do. Pressure on Tony Wood. 72 to go 2-0 up. Can he pinch the second leg as his status quo tops? And he's able to do so. The pincher strikes. Another blow on unbelievable Jeff Murray, and he's thinking, that was unbelievable. But look at this here. Great start to the third leg for Jeff Murray. With Tony Wood, he has some exceptional accolades in his darting career. He was the first ADC player to hit a 9-darter at the Sky Lounge against Tim Emberlin back only a few years ago. There's not been many other people to hit 9-darters. In the meantime, there has been a few. Scott Waite at the time was a PDC Tour card holder, so it doesn't count. We've also had Matt Bennett hitting the 9, and Rhys Robinson, who won today at the Mick Allen Memorial. Both these players as well, as from Newcastle, Tony respectively from Gateshead, Jeff from Felon. They're both serial winners at the Globe in the Gateshead. It's good darts from both players here. A little bit about Jeff, 33 from Felon, nickname Unbelievable. He's had a very good standout 2023. He was also, as well, the Modus Super Series Regional Finals runner-up, losing to Rob Grundy in a last leg decider, both averaging in the mid-90s. But both players, you can't knock how they've been playing. Tony's a bit sluggish in this third leg, but Jeff is just composed, calm as you like. He's playing to the occasion, and would be a good statement to hit this 1-4-2. It's a good second dart. It's a good setup to lead 52 after 15. Tony here, probably looking for a 140, and he might find it. He's able to. Cool as you like. Look at that. Sublime third leg from Jeff Murray, able to hold, to deny Tony to do the back-to-back break. And it's a good last start there from the pincher. I just want to allude now to as well that Tony Wood and his partner Marie have had some troubling news as recent with their grandson. He's battling the deadly disease of cancer. He's got leukemia. I just want to send my prayers, and I'll be keeping them in my heart for the foreseeable future, sending my love and respect to the family of Marie and Tony. Come on, young'un, fight it, beat it, kick its backside. And hopefully God is watching and doesn't take this young lad away from the world. It's a good visit there from Tony. Recently sponsored by Data Darts. He's using his own Data darts. It's like a tongue twister, that. But he's not using his trademark pincher flights. Quite floral. But Tony Wood as well, he's known for his flamboyant and boisterous statements of shirts. I'll tell you what, it's blinding me, but look at this Jeff here. He's blinding me with a 180. Puts that pressure on the 156 for Tony Wood. But can he pinch another leg? And I'm not saying pinch as in stealing it. Pinching as alluding to his nickname, if anyone didn't get that. Just explain. But 69, Jeff, I wouldn't mind for a 69. I mean the checkout. It's 666. And pings it for a 14. Reduces the deficit for 2-all. And this game is hotting up. Both players, the difference in 10 average, 80 for Tony, 90 with the 0.6 for Jeff. Jeff only person hit the 180 so far, but Tony, he's found those 2 trebles. He might find another one here as we mention it. And he has. I think I might have to get my crystal ball out. Jeff here though. He's replying swift and he'll take a treble. Tony, what can he do here? Just drifts into the wrong bed for the treble. Good second dart from Jeff. It's an unbelievable third. Tony's not letting it up. For his seventh, would have been his 7th 140, but we'll take an 81. It's good darts here from Jeff. Sublime setup, leaves 108 after 12. But Tony, he has to apply that pressure because Jeff, at the moment, from being 2-0 down, is on that resurgence to carry on this momentum. And with that last dart, that will do you some favour. Jeff, 108 for 3-2. He's went down the 19s, unorthodox, but it might work just for the setup. And he's 52. 160 for pincher. Tony Wood. Can he raise the glass ceiling? He cannot. And he'll take a ton there. Just puts that pressure back onto Jeff. Puts him in a position where he has to take it out. And his chosen double is 16. Should rest with his darts. And that's unlucky. But Tony, from that pressure, he's going to have 2 darts at 20. He should. And he will. For 3-2. And Tony Wood takes the 5th leg and puts the momentum of Jeff Murray on hold for now. As you can see, we're just walking down Lewis Whitehead, the winner of his money match on our 3rd game of the night against Shawn Matthews. I was speaking to him before this match and he was in absolute jubilation. And another 180 for Jeff Murray. It's the 3rd of the match and finds it at the start of the leg. But yeah, Lewis was in jubilation when he won against Shawn Matthews. It was a scrappy affair, but he was happy to delight the 70+ people he brought from Hartlepool and give them something to shout about, and he really did with that emphatic performance of winning. It's a good last dart from Jeff Murray. And I tell you what, It's been an unbelievable night. The support has been crazy. The people have been brilliant. And Tony's going to give you a 180 right now. I need to stop speaking, don't I? I need to stop speaking. If I had a zip, I would have put it on my mouth so it could shut me up. That's tight there from Jeff. But Tony, it's like a magnet in those darts into that treble 20 bed. It's like a magnet. It's attracting the positives in his game. And a good last start from Jeff. Puts that pressure back on Tony, but Tony Wood likes a ton plus. And he likes it that much. He'll be going to treble 18s for double 16. And he fails to do so. Jeff at 80. Good flat one. Nearly at the treble, but it's tops. And that's driftwood. Tony Wood here, 52 for 4-2. It's 2 darts at tops. Marie saying, come on. She's talking it in, but doesn't find it. Marie's in disbelief. And Jeff, tops for 3-all. It's double 10. It's double 10. Has to get it, and he does last start hero. And the pump of confidence was needed. And if I'm looking for my itinerary, this will be the last leg before we take a short interval break. But I think with the time, they might not do the break. We don't know. We don't know. We'll find out in the next 2 minutes or so. I'm easy. I'm not fussed. It's good darts out from Tony Wood. I feel like, though, if it does go to a break, this last leg, the 7th leg, will mean an immense amount to both of these players. Whoever wins this will have that momentum coming off for a couple of minutes. There's only one way to find out. You see the crowd is dwindling a bit now because it's getting to that point of the night where people are going home or enjoying the rest of the night. So if you are enjoying the rest of your night, have a good one, drink for me, and just enjoy the night because we only live once, and embrace and captivate every moment we've got. It's a good visit from Tony Wood there. The advantage is in Jeff's corner if he can find another treble, and he does. Although Tony's got the advantage now, but he has to put himself on that finish. If he doesn't, Jeff is looking more comfortable in my eyes. He'll have to go 25 in my eyes, or maybe 18. And he found that bullseye to leave 135. So Jeff needs to find a treble here, or maybe 2. Could find it now, last dart. He's failing to do so. So Tony, on an ideal scenario, is guaranteed 3 darts at 135, but may have 6. Oh, it's 85 left. This will be spectacular. It's double 20 for 4-3. And that's just above the wire. But Jeff, 161, be audacious and doesn't find that first dart. It's good setup. Tony, tops. And he finds it. The 7th leg goes in the favour And I was right. There's going to be a break after 7 legs, and Tony Wood, before the break, goes 4-3 up. But we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back still on live, but in a couple of minutes. We'll resume the second half of this ADC Northeast money match. No, John Purdy. Cheers, that was awesome. No problem. We are back after our small interval break for our ADC North East belt match, and we have a new marker for this second half. It's Biffa, Ray Marshall. He's probably the most sober person in the building tonight, barring the bar staff and Cy Rimerton. And I tell you what, we're up in arms for the second half of this best of 13 contest. It's a good last start there from Tony Wood. It's a good start for this 8th leg. Just want to say as well, apologies if tonight I've offended anyone with any profanity or any innuendos or any abrupt sayings. I do send my deepest apologies if I've offended anyone. You have to these day and age, you have to, cover your back, and I do apologise if I've upset anyone. But we're here for darts, and we've been entertained tonight. It's been a superb outing. 5 money matches that have been with the winners of Carl Small, John Purdy, Lewis Whitehead, Carl Hamilton, Jordan Matthews. And in the next 10-15 minutes we'll find out who gets the belts. There's a good dart there from Jeff Murray. Just need to keep straight here, Tony. You just find that last dart just to leave himself on 157. And look at that. You would have had to switch if he hit that second treble 20, because it would have left him 159 if he found the single. But Tony Wood here, 6 darts at 157. What can he do? It's tight. But he treble 19 to leave 16. That's tight there. It's very unlucky there from Pincher. Jeff, can he find immense pressure? He needs to find a single, but he finds the treble. It's an absolute golden chance for Tony Wood to hold. It's treble 18. And he's hit the single. And I know Jeff, he will be going down the 19s first, because with how his darts lie flat, it would be a perfect mark if he finds a single. And he hits a treble, single 19 for tops. Oh, he's still on for a finish, it's double one, Madhouse, and he busts the 116. An unfortunate drop, but Tony, it's music to his ears, tops for 5-3. Has to go in. And you can't get as tight and clean on that top of the wire. Second time, and he finds the wrong side. So Tony will be coming back again, the tops, and he hopes that he can go below the wire instead of on top of it. Again, it's on top. And he can't find it, it's double 10. And he does. Last dart hero Tony Wood. A solitary 24 dart leg after the break. It's 5-3 Tony Wood. He's 2 legs away from retaining the belt. But Jeff puts the word down. He puts the gauntlet and says, "It's not all over yet, my friend." And Tony replies with, "I'm only just getting started. 180, please." Thank you. It's the first 180 in this match for Tony Wood. You can see there as well the young startlet, Kai Tiffin, Kai on fire, supporting both players here. He's going to be one for the future. Only 8 years of age. He's a JDC cadet, a county youth player for County Durham, and he's going to be a world champion in the near future. Keep an eye out and your ears open for Kai Tiffin. He is going to be one for the future. I've got a lot of respect for their family, and he's going to make it, I'm telling you. And look at this from Jeff Murray. Spectacular! Spectacular! And in this match, there's nothing separating them near enough. I know there's 2 legs between them, but the averages, it's really, really nip and tuck. It's all down to the doubling at the moment, and Tony Wood has had the better of Jeff Murray. Well, that bounce out is very unlucky. He was going to go in the single, but Jeff with 6 darts at 115 might only need 3. Went to the 19s, 96 left, treble 20 for double 18. He's just going to play the setup now. There's pressure here from Tony Wood. It's unlucky, but still leaves him a finish, so it's a good chance. But what happens here? Jeff with 56. It's tops for 5-4. Double 10 has to go. And Jeff doubling disaster in the 9th leg. And Tony Wood with 126. He has to find that single minimum. First dart, and he does. Treble 19 for Bull. He just narrowly misses out and leaves a 72 after 15. But Jeff, he doesn't want to go inside here. He wants to ping it first dart. That's all right. Single 1 or single 3 for double 1. Is he bad enough? Is he crazy? No, he's sane. He's perfectly fine, but not on this occasion. He couldn't find that double 1. But 72 now. Single 12. 20 for tops. And he just goes inside. That's very, very narrow margins for Pincher. That's tight. And double 5 goes in. It's 5-4 now. This match is shaping up to be brilliant, and this will be a massive leg in the match. It's either going to be 1 leg away for Tony Wood or 5-all, and what a start you want here. And look at that from Tony Wood, 140, his 9th 140 of the match, and what a time to hit it. Good darts there from Jeff. Originally for the North East belt match, it was supposed to be Tony Wood versus Robert Grundy from Hartlepool, but down to Robert Grundy winning his PDC tour card on the second day of stage 2 at the PDCQ school, defeating Dom Taylor in the final of 105 average. He's not able to take part in the ADC belts. So instead, Jeff Murray was runner-up in the Modus regional qualifiers, so he was able to have the nod. In my eyes, Tony's looking more poised here to take the 10th leg. But can Jeff find a treble just to halt the progress? Not there. It's a good dart there from Tony Wood. Another one, he fails to do so, but sets it up for his 10th 180 of the match. This is some sublime scoring there from Tony Wood. Leaves 61 after 12, but here comes Murray. Can't find that second. 61, 6 darts to be 1 leg away from retaining the belt. It's 45 left, but to go 13 or 5. I think with Tony legs tops, so single 5. It is for tops, for 6-4. And he just goes inside, but he's got time. He's got time. It's unlucky there. And that is the wrong time to do your slack score. Gives Tony 6 more darts. Can he get it done in minimum of 3? That was a bounce on the wire, but double 10 for 6-4. And he misses, but luckily he's able to to be coming back from the mistake of Jeff Murray in the previous visit. But what can he do here? Should be 1-3-4. It's for 1-3-4. The pressure has been personified. Can Tony Wood sing wax lyrical for this double 10? It's double 7. And it doesn't matter to the pincher. You give him any double. The old Phil Nixon double 7. The old Phil Nixon double 7 takes him one leg away to retain his ADC Northeast belt. And the case hasn't been stated for Jeff, as he cannot find a treble in his visit, and gives Tony that hunger just to find that treble. And it's a good dart there, good visit from Tony Wood. But here comes Jeff. Good visit. Wow. That's what he's saying, come on to himself, trying to psych himself up. But a treble visit will do him. You might see the lights, but will it spell danger for Jeff Murray if he doesn't win this leg? Or will Tony beat Jeff to possibly defend his belts, maybe in the summer of 24, not the summer of 69? And a good last dart there from Tony Wood. Puts him in pole position to win. But Jeffy needs that treble 20. 25 probably. And he tried, but slipped into a single 7. So Tony now, this is where the experience will shine and persevere. That's what the experience does. He takes a step back. He's going to probably go stay there. And that is just unlucky. Jeff, he's going to leave himself a finish now. But what will it be? A 2-darter or a 3-darter? And it's a possible 2-darter combination. And with Jeff Murray's quite handy on a combination. But Tony Wood could stall that. Probably treble 17 for tops. And what a setup there from Tony Wood. This would be monstrous for Jeff Murray. Oh, he's going the bull route, single 18 for bull. And he misses a big number. Jeff, he cries, leaves himself double 8. But Tony for the match to retain the Northeast belt. It's double 20 for Tony Wood. And as you like, Tony Wood is able to hold on to the ADC Northeast belt. Well played to both players, and every single player stepped on the hockey tonight. Absolutely stupendous performance for both players. Tony Wood, he's still your reigning ADC Northeast champion. Look at the averages, 80 to 79. Some brilliant games tonight. I just want to say massive thank you to all our chalkers, our MC and referee Simon Rimerton, our streamer Robbie Parker, our DJ Colin Foxton, and the main people who have been involved tonight, myself, Carl Coleman and Dennis Coleman. And thank you to the bar staff in the Middlebeck and everyone watching at home and in the venue. I've been Now Got. Thank you very much for having me, and it's goodbye from me, and we'll see you soon. Over and out. Much love to you.